Hello, everyone. In this series of author interviews, we have one very talented author today, Madam Harshali Murudkar, and she has written one wonderful book mainly for students. And probably you're aware, I'm not sure whether you're aware or not. There is one concept called open schooling, and she is promoting that. So, what is open schooling and whether it is government approved or not, how similar it is with the CBSE board and ICSE board and everything, we will be talking to ma'am in detail. But she is running this activity under the brand name Gen Y Academy in Pune, Maharashtra. She is supported by one of her partners, that is Sonali Deshmukh ma'am. So these two wonderful ladies, intelligent teachers and fantastic personalities, these two run this Gen Y Academy, where they support and help students to grow in their careers. So Harshali ma'am, welcome to today's interview.
Namaskar.
How are you? How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. So before we begin a formal interview and before we start talking about your book, please introduce about Gen Y Academy so that someone who's interested in getting their child or someone from their family, and if they want to get associated with you, it will be a great help for them. Please.
Yes. As sir already has told us that Gen Y Development Center is an initiative exclusively for children, students appearing for 10th, 12th and 1st to 7th standard. We support all the students who are doing their academics from the NIOS, that is National Institute of Open Schooling Board, which is an initiative run by the central government of India, which is the highest authority in our country. This board is 35 years old now. And this board supports sportsmen, prodigies, children who have medical issues, children who have learning difficulties, for any reason that they cannot attend conventional school, full-time school, but definitely they would like to finish their academics. The NIOS board is in support of these kids, and we are in support of the NIOS board. So we are operating from Aund, Pune. And any student who wants to complete his education through this board, they can get in connect with us and we will give them all and any kind of support that they need.
Fantastic. So as a parent myself, one question comes to my mind when you talk about NIS board and open schooling and something like, is it in sequence with or equivalent to the to CBSE board or international board or ICSE board or state board? Is it in comparison with them or is it equivalent to them?
Yes, sir, all the boards I would put it the other way around. All the boards are at par with NIOS. NIOS is a board under CBSE. So even if you change the state, even if you change the country, even if you change your line of your academics, you will never face a problem because the student has done it from NIOS. And it is a board at par for 10th to 12th, 12th to undergrad colleges, for post-grad colleges, for any kind of academic facility. This board is at par with all the boards, irrespective of the students studying from home. But the level, the evaluation and the marking, everything is at par with the conventional boards.
Wow, fantastic. Now coming to your book, you have written one wonderful book, Open Schooler to Life Topper. I have a copy of your book in my hand. So what is the concept of this book?
We realize that
to cover in this book.
Yes, sir. We realized that this board being 35 years old, when we started 5 years ago, many parents didn't know about it. Even schools also, some of the staff, principals, academicians, we had to actually tell them what is the board about. And then we felt that the best way to reach out to people is to write a book, to present a book so that they read it. And all the questions are answered in this book. Also, I realized when I went on Amazon that there is no book on open schooling per se, and there are lots of myths and a lot of misunderstandings which refrain a student from taking the advantage. So I thought a small kind of an endeavor. It is an attempt to reach out to parents and students through this book, where we say an open schooler who may not have gone to school but still passes through NIOS, and he can become a topper in life. So the title itself clarifies that this board is at par and there is nothing related to which board he passes from, but he can pass all the exams and do well in life. So this book includes all the reasons why a child might opt for open school. It also talks about NEP 20. It also talks about the most interesting concept which parents may not understand is right and left brain. All students may not do maths. All students cannot do art. Another thing that we have focused, which is very rampant and very scary, is the learning disabilities that have been found in children, and these children can manage it once they get a good academic support. So we have identified many learning difficulties which have been identified by KEM and Morris Foundation, which is a leading organization in student assessment. And also it is a very loud message to the children, to the parents, please make use of this board for the major threshold exams like 10th and 12th, so that your child sails smoothly in the future.
Okay, great. And I believe you are in this academic field for very long time.
I've been in education for last almost 20 years now.
Oh, 20 years, and prior to that in corporate, and now also partly into trainings, partly into coaching and teaching.
Yes.
So that gives you multiple wings, multiple skills, and you could have written on any topic. Like there are many topics which are on your platter. So, but still you decided to write on this particular this particular subject. Any specific reason you had in mind? Like no other subject, but this is the subject I want to write on.
Yes. Because of my son, when I got introduced to open schooling almost 12 years before I started Gen Y with Sonali ma'am, this concept, I was really floored. I literally fell in love with this concept. And I always say that if I was given a chance, I can stand on Shanwarwada every day and promote this board, because it is such a wonderful arrangement in our country, which there's no such board even in any other country. If you take countries like Malaysia, Maldives, Abu Dhabi, these children make use of NIOS board, and then they go back to their country and then they give their other exams. Yeah. So I was very taken up by this facility provided by the government, and unfortunately this has not been promoted very rampantly. So I thought that this is one part of promotion. And second, my heart really went out for the students. The students are looked down upon if they pass through NIOS. They feel that students who are dull, students who are not, in our society, we are a very meritorious society. We only glorify merit. But it's nothing like merit. Everyone is meritorious in their own way. The child is talented in his own way. So we realized that the children who pass from this board are facing a kind of a taboo or a shame. Even the parents are not very comfortable adopting this board because of social inhibitions. And I thought the first target that I must really reach out is to the parents. All their misunderstandings should be clarified so that they adopt a board wholeheartedly, and then with positivity the child can go through this board. So I felt that there are many subjects I could have written on child psychology or career for after 10th and all, but I felt open schooling is where my whole mission is promoting the open schooling.
Correct. Fantastic. So that's why this one fantastic book, Open Schooler to Life Topper. This book comes from Harshali ma'am, and this talks about all the pros and the features and the syllabus and the teaching methodology of NIOS board. And this book is available on Amazon, so that if you just search for the book's title, with the book's title Open Schooler to Life Topper, you will get it on Amazon and it will be home delivered to you. So coming back to the book, ma'am, how easy or how difficult it was for you to write a book?
The book was actually, it proved my procrastination habit. And it took me 2 years from the idea of writing a book. I actually had attended the workshop arranged by Deepak Parbat, that is you and Mr. Kailash Pinjani. And from there, this idea actually seeped into my mind. The idea of writing a book on open schooling. The title was decided there and then. But then I think it got procrastinated because I was not able to complete. Every time I sat, I thought I had the whole agenda changed, the whole content changed. And then till the last moment also we kept on adding. So it was not easy to put everything in one book. And with the habit of being a little lazy of writing, talking no issues, but writing it becomes, because it's a different skill when you write. And that too, typing was another challenge because we all are egg-boated typings. So that was one part. But yes, ultimately, the book happened last year. Yeah, this year actually. Last year it got completed. This year finally it got published. And as I'm very happy to tell to all the viewers here, I'm sitting with my book coach, Mr. Deepak Parbat himself. He kept on pushing and motivating. Otherwise, I don't know, maybe 2023 would have also been a lull where I would have not completed. So actually, thank you, Deepak, so much for
Thank you, thank you,
being
thank
a
you. Thank
coach
you for
and
trusting.
because
Thank you for allowing us to push you.
yes.
Yeah, so great,
So,
great.
so here I would like to tell all of them who are inspired to write a book, that please get in touch with Deepak sir also. He will also help you write a book because they have helped so many people realizing their dream and people like us to reach to so many people which wouldn't have been possible. So he's an author coach and he will definitely help you reach to many people. So that's my request to all of you there. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am, for recommending us. And here comes my next question. When it came to author coaching, when it comes to hand holding it, when it comes to publishing, how was your experience working with Wings Publication?
It was amazing because actually I published the book finally in 2 months or a month time almost. Suddenly we had an event where we decided to publish the book. Otherwise, there was no other event coming up for a year. And we realized that it was only 60 days that we had to. And right from making the book cover to finalizing the manuscript to proofreading to getting the 100 copies ready, everything seemed like an impossible task. And I had left to the publishing house only. And day in day out it was like every day was, we were getting near to the target and we realized no, still lots of work to do. But right from the photograph, right from the book cover, the photograph to the proofreading, and finally when the copy got in your hand, frankly speaking, let me be very honest, I thought it was a miracle.
Oh.
So thank you probably to the processes that you have. And it's possible even to write a book. You can take from me that 60 days, maybe if your content is ready, you can write a book.
Correct.
Yeah.
So you are an author now, and not only an author, you are the best-selling author on Amazon. So you are #1 best-selling author. So once that achievement happened, and once you got that tag with all your other credentials, now you have become the authority in this field. So any message and any tips and any kind of special advice for all the upcoming authors?
I would say that never stop yourself from doing what you feel, especially when we are talking about a book. Let people read, because we always feel how we will be conceived, how we will be perceived, sorry, how we will be visualized. Will people read our book? Will they laugh at our content? Will they criticize it? No. When we write a book, we are the boss. So first of all, have that confidence. Secondly, have faith in the people who show you confidence, the team which helps you to write a book, because they have seen many authors, so they know how the book is going to be taken, how it is going to be perceived by the audience. And third is, I think, just dive in writing. Just dive. Don't have any ifs and buts. Leave it to the team and just put all your words, ideas, dreams, sentiments into the book and let the book take its own turn. Because with my experience, what I feel is I never realized how useful the book is unless I printed it. The what you have in your mind and how it goes, it's very different. It's like seeing a car in the showroom and then actually driving it on the road, and then you say, "Arey, I can go to Delhi also and I can go to Manipur also." Till the car
Correct.
is in the showroom, all the maps are in your mind. So for me, it has been a tremendous success when I have been presenting the books. There is a whole change of people when they look at you when you are holding a book. It's not that you are perceived as less intelligent or more intelligent because you write a book, but you know that kind of impression, the kind of welcome, the kind of the whole personality that they view makes it a difference, because everyone doesn't write a book.
Correct.
So when even in our society today, when few people write a book, it is an aha factor. Oh wow! And I'm talking with the author. So on the many a times, I think I just enjoyed the celebrity status.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
So thank you for that.
Many people ask me when they decide to write a book or when they begin to write a book, most of them ask me one question which is very common, that once the book is out and when it is published and now I have become the author, how am I going to use this book and how this book will help me grow in my profession or career, how it can help me increase my leads or my customers or clients, and can I recover my cost and can I increase my sales with the help of book. And then obviously I try and give them plenty of examples from my side and case studies. But if you can give them some insight from your side, like how you could do it, it is right from the horse's mouth.
Yes, actually writing the book was also for one reason key we reach out to the parents. But another thing is it's now visiting cards, DG cards are already there, but book speaks in volumes than one small piece of visiting card, a paper. So one experience is one parent we were talking and we were convincing, they were very high profile parents, very intelligent, believing in only homeschooling and tattoo they will teach. And they asked all our biodatas and all, and finally said, "Yeah, fine, ma'am, we'll take a call." I said, "Yes, I would like you to present a book because I've just written it, and I think I would want a feedback of parents like you, because you seem to be well read, you're good educationist, and you are the modern parents. So this is a book written for modern parents. So I would like you to read this book more critically from the board perspective and as an open schooler who will take NIOS board." So of course, no one refuses a gift, and they took the book, and then they came back and they were so overwhelmed, and they were like very happy about it, and then said, "Yeah, I think now we are convinced about the board," and then they decided to adopt it. So even if I would have spoken in volumes about the board, probably it would have not made so much of an impact, because every word that came out was genuine, out of experience, out of a concern for the child and passion. So
Yeah.
I think many a times the book will do the work of convincing the person whom you want to convince, then you actually doing it. Second
Correct.
is when you give a gift, we give it to many principals. When you give a gift, secretly what happens is many things are not known by the audience or the person in front of us. But because of his age, ego, position, he may not be in the position to accept it. I don't know, and he will not ask. And
He will refrain from asking questions because people might feel that, oh, itna bada aadmi and he doesn't know these small details.
Correct. And we also know that, and we also can't tutor him because there is a certain protocol which we cannot overcome. In that case, when you give him a book and say, "Sir, any doubts you have, you can read the book," and then secretly he'll go to that page, he'll read, and his questions are answered, and then he comes back with a very different outlook. secretly he thanks you. He may not say it, but there is an attitude of gratitude which comes.
Correct,
So
correct.
that was one thing. And thirdly, what I feel is key, especially, of course, there are books on literature and all. This may not apply for them, but especially books where you want to promote a certain concept, say marketing, sales, HR, yeah, my education. People would like to read at their pace and may not like to be heard. They would not like to hear someone or a podcast or something, but they say, I want to sleep nicely, Radko, and then I read at my leisure. So at that time, nothing can help but a good book. And that is where a man is at ease and he reads as a father and he gets his doubts cleared. So the book serves purpose in all three ways. As for
Okay.
me, I have found it very useful.
So you agree that everyone should write a book?
Absolutely. Just put your heart on the paper. You never know who is waiting to read it.
Correct, correct, correct. So here comes my next question. What is coming up next after this book? What are you working on as your second project?
Yeah. We have already we have published our own NIOS subject books because we realize that we have to reach to the student who may not be able to reach to us. A student staying in Jammu Kashmir who wants to give his exam in NIOS, our book will reach him because he can buy it from Amazon. So we are trying to get all our subject books on Amazon. So even if you don't get books from the NIOS board for any reason, don't worry. We are there, our books are there. You can connect to us directly. You can phone us and we can also tell you to buy from Amazon or send you from our end. Secondly, our teachers and under my supervision, they are writing a book on remedial teaching, which is very important for the students suffering with learning difficulties. So how to teach a child at home is a major question for a mother who is the first teacher of a child. So just to make a mother give, we're trying to make it easy for her and give her some tools. So whatever we are doing at GNY, we have developed our own interesting processes, activities. We are putting it in the book so that it becomes a handbook of remedial teaching. And that is probably, I wouldn't take a credit because I'm just motivating them. But yes, our teachers are in the process of writing and soon we will probably take the help of Wings Publication for that.
So lot of activities are happening behind the scene. Good. Now we are towards the end of this interview session. Would you like to say thank you to some people who really helped you in your writing journey, and now this is a great chance for you to express your gratitude? Please go ahead.
Thank you. So yes, nothing is possible single-handedly. So of course, I think thanks to the universe who chose me first of all to complete this task. Secondly, it was not a coincidence, but I think it was a planned coincidence to get in touch with Wings Publication, and we attended your seminar, and both the seminars in where finally we decided to write a book. And getting connected to Kailash Pinjani and Deepak Parbat has not only been a journey for writing a book, but also they have been mentors and friends for life now. So thank you for that lifetime association. Yes, I thank my son because of whom I got connected to NIOS board. So he became instrumental. And my daughter, whenever I had cold feet, my daughter said, no, you can. So I've dedicated this book to my children. And most of it, I think, all those children, lakhs and lakhs of children who are appearing for the NIOS board for their exams, and all the team of my Gen Y teachers who have made it possible for me to believe that I can do it. And of course, I will give my thanks to my partner and a very dear friend, Sonali Deshmukh, because of whom this whole writing book project became possible and got published at the right time. So I think anything that I do for the NIOS board, all my team is with me. So thank you all of you once again, and thank you, God. Jai Shri Ram. Yeah.
Thank you. God bless you all.
Thank you so much.
So this is the power of book. This is the power of your passion. When you're passionate about something, when you're really serious about doing something for the society, for the parents, for the students, this kind of product comes out of out of you. So we always say, like, you don't write a book actually has decided to come out of you. And this is going to change too many lives. So just writing is one part of it, but once your part is over, once it reaches the masses, when it reaches the target audience, it actually begins, the magic really begins. So thank you, Harshali ma'am, for joining in today. Thank you for taking time out from your busy schedule and spending few minutes with us to share your thought process and your experience and everything, and for inspiring many upcoming authors. So thank you very much from entire Wings publication team. We wish you all the best for all your future endeavors. And whenever you need any kind of help or any kind of support, we are always there for you. So please do not hesitate to contact us, and we will surely work together one more time.
The pleasure is all mine. Thank you so much, Deepak.
Thank you, thank you. So let us thank all the viewers for their time, and let us end this interview here. And very soon we will come back with another talented author to understand that author's journey and his perspectives. So till then, take care. All the best. Bye-bye.
Bye.